Good morning to all of you. Good afternoon, good evening. We are on this meditation online course today. So we will start with our guided meditation as to begin. I hope you have taken care of this meeting by disconnecting with everything that can be around you. So we can dive in the heart. So find the position of in your body that you feel comfortable with, and you welcome this moment as it presents itself right now, bringing gently your attention to the breath. One breath comes in, one breath goes out. Follow the breath, be with the breath. Notice how, by simply letting the mind be focused on one single point, which is the breath, a sort of peace starts to descend over you. It's like an intensity of silence that is revealing itself to itself right in the now. Silence is what you are. It is the heart. It is emptiness. It shines by itself. It is alive, vibrant. Silence comes into a non-seeking mind, and it belongs only to now. The purity of silence unfolds itself in the moment. It leaps into view when the mind is quiet, not asserting itself. In that gap between one breath and another, one thought and another, silence just leaps out of the unknown into the known. In an instant of time, You embrace the depths of your being, the eternal, unborn, pure silence that you are. Silence comes to an innocent mind as a blessing and as a divine gift. It is the most divine thing because it liberates thought from itself and gives lightness to the heart. Meditation is to offer oneself to silence. If the mind starts to talk, as soon as you realize that, don't follow the mind, but come back to silence. And meditation will now continue for 15 minutes in silence. What a beautiful silence, what a beautiful moment. Welcome again to all of you. We are in the course number 5. It's about 10 courses, but we can also benefit from each one of us. So individually, it's complete. So today course, we're going to see what are the impediments to realize our highest aspiration. It is very important to understand, to know how the mind works. You see, if we can see how we are conditioned, we have a good chance to step out of the past and of the suffering. Do you remember the course number 3? We have seen how the nervous system fills in the black spots according to its expectations. There are some black spots in the eyes, so we don't see the full picture, and the mind, the nervous system fills up that gap, that black spot. Those expectations, they are our rooted beliefs that we still nourish inside. So today we see what is really a belief. And our task is not to replace one belief with another. That is usually what people do. You see, they jump up from one belief to another, from one idea to another. When we live a life driven by our belief, then all action, whatever it is, it's for sure blind action. Have you ever noticed how our brain follows a fixed structure, very deeply rooted into reward or on punishment? This is how we have been all educated. We live a life, you see, waiting for a reward or a punishment that our mind has projected. So, when our thoughts are only responses to some belief, there is nothing natural and spontaneous there. This means that we live in autopilot. And this is very important to understand. So, now the question, what are the impediments for manifesting your highest aspiration? This could be translated into, could we live in a natural way? Could we live a life of an adventure, you see, and not of a fixed program to follow? Could we ever step out from our past conditionings based on our memory? What are the impediments? The only true, real impediment is ignorance. Is ignorance of what we really are. So we keep on living without paying attention to one very important question, which is there an end to suffering? This is very vital question. We must acknowledge, yes, there is suffering. We need to be aware of the struggle of anxiety, pain that our belief system keeps on offering us. So what are the impediments for manifesting your highest aspiration? What is missing? Why it looks so hard to reach our own goals? Why we still live in misery? Do we really want to go on like this? Or maybe we are ready for a very deep transformation. Do I really want change? This is a lovely question. Do I really want to change? If I want something, how do I get it? What do I need? The first answer that comes in my mind is by will. A will to reach there where I want to reach. But my will is sponsored by my belief. A belief is a desire. Let's explore together what is a desire. Desire is a movement towards a direction. So when there is a direction, there must be time involved. I am here and I must be there. I am sad and I must get rid of sadness. You see, desire and will, they are movements of time. We know very well how to use our will. You know, we eat too much and then we get fat and we desire to be slim. So we exercise our will to follow a diet, isn't it? But what is a desire really? Have you ever gone into the energy of desire really? It's good to see, to penetrate into mind. What I found out about desire is that it's just a sensation. Desire is a sensation that gets associated with the thought. So the thought immediately creates an image, the image that I must be that, or I must be not that. So desire is to go towards something in an endless movement and effort to reach the goal. And this movement is based on past belief, past idea, past conditioning. How we get free of this? Meditation leads to a deeper inner revolution. By looking into the mind, we keep on tracing its origin. So we start from what is most obvious, the image. Myself being very slim, it's an image. So we go back and see that that image comes from a thought. A thought, I want to be slim. Then, when we found this thought, slim, I want to be slim, this is a thought, yes, slim. Then we trace the origin of the thought, and we see that it comes from a sensation we once felt. Once I was slim, and it felt nice. I could run, and the jeans fit good. You know, it feels good. It's a sensation. It was a good sensation, yeah? So this is the progression. Sensation, thought, image, desire. And then effort and endless misery. Please notice that sensations, they're okay, they're good, they're natural. We get it wrong. We embark on the train of ignorance when we stick a thought on that sensation. So thought creates then an image. And from there, either we desire to get that image or we fear to get that image. And so we want to avoid that image. So the trick is to be with pure sensation without putting any thought on it. When we put the thought on it, then we are on time, in the time, sorry, we are in time. It takes time to reach a goal, to realize that desire. And what we usually do, we step out of the sensation which is happening now, and we go into the future. The thought is past or future. So we live in the past and future tomorrow. When there is only sensation, without the interference of imagination, there is no future. This is the beauty. Stay in the sensation. Our conditioning is telling us to repress our sensations, but the sensation is a very natural thing. Sensation must exist, does exist, it's a fact. Meditation is deep looking. We roam into silence where all is still. And it is from that stillness that the pure action starts. The pure action is an action that is not sponsored by a desire. It is an action that is born of total awareness, which is a total sense of sensation. We need to understand this very deeply. Total awareness is a field of no motivation, is a field of authenticity, is a presence that is always here, it's always available. It's an action without a motive. It's an action in which you don't separate yourself between what is and what should be. What is and what should be. When you don't separate yourself anymore, then there is no duality. And there is an amazing energy. There is an amazing enthusiasm. You are not confused anymore which way to go. Where there is confusion, there is a choice. And so you follow a fixed belief. Where there is no confusion, there is no choice. You flow with the flow. You let the fire of freedom move you. Where there is longing, you see, for something else, something other than what is, then you are in the will of Maya. I feel I'm chained and I'm bound, and I want to overcome my sorrow. I want to get out of this mess. The me gets agitated and starts to seek an escape from what is. And it starts to follow an idea on what should be. And there you are in a fixed program. You think you know where you should go. You establish a goal and you activate yourself to reach there. And this is the greatest impediment, and this is very important to understand. It's very important to understand that our mind are deeply conditioned to want something other than what is. We want to be ever happy. We want to the most loving relations. We want the blueprints in a white horse, the perfect state, the promised land. The truth is that I don't really know what to do with what is, and I start to long for what should be. You see, when we make a division between what is and what should be, we are in conflict. We are stuck in the past. So when we start to move away from what is, we lose energy in what should be. You see, energy splits, so we lose a lot of energy. Energy is here. Energy is in what is. It's alive, it's here. What should be is an illusion is not there. I'm not saying that I have to be stuck in a situation that doesn't suit me any longer. No, no, no. Please see how we are wasting energy in what is not. We start to make an effort. We start to exercise our will, the freedom we have to choose. But who is choosing? Are we really free to choose? This is very, 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 very important question. This needs to be taken totally inside, fully inside, embraced with all our being. This teaching is pointing at the place where you can live from the moment. You can move from presence, where there is an extraordinary transformation without the least effort. The personal will, we need to understand that the personal will belongs to the me. And what is me if not a complexity of past impressions and conditionings? How can a me really will something? Its will must always be conditioned by some belief. Whatever is in the mind is past. And in the past, there is no life. There is only desire and imagination. Meditation is deep looking. This means to penetrate into silence, stay into the presence. We look at what is, we really see what is, without adding any what should be. This is the place of not knowing, is a place of infinite possibility. This is the place of manifestation, of creation. In this place, you see without commenting, without judging, without rejecting. From here, we don't make a fixed plan. We let the fire guide our way. We live from a state of not knowing. And this is the most sincere state. Ta-da! No control anymore. When we don't know, then we move from silence. We move like a child. Finally, life has a chance to be an adventure, not anymore a serious drama. The ending of sorrow is the beginning of wisdom. And this means that if we stop being busy suffering, we stay in what is. I promise you, it's really beautiful, this. It's beautiful, trust me. So the perception of the truth will be our next step into manifesting our highest best. It is a silent action in the chaos. We stand naked of beliefs, ideas, and interpretation. You are the creator of whatever you see in front of you. And this is quite a sentence, be careful. We will reach there. Be patient. We are only on the 5th course. We are kind of taking away lots of, you see, lots of mist, you know. So please apply yourself. It's most important, you know, meditation is something to do. It's not something that is confined to your pillow, sitting. It's about living an awakened life. So we need to watch the mind, like if the mind is a thief. It's stealing our power, our peace, our joy. You see, we don't want anything from a thief. We just watch him, you know. When we watch him, he will not steal. He cannot steal. We are awake. There is no other way. And vigilance is devotion to silence. So for this coming week, we can do an exercise regarding this course. You see, exercises are a link between what has been taught and to live that. What has been taught has to be a living expression. So in this coming week, be aware when you sort of shift from what the situation is to what you would like it to be. The situation, the thoughts you're having, the talking, it's happening, the feeling, sensation, whatever. What is, and when you shift into what you would like better to be. You know, without trying to modify it, to change it, to transform it, you don't have to do anything about it. Just notice how it comes. Notice that underlying currents of pushing energy, of nervousness, agitation, when it starts rising. When you start to rise thoughts, not you, but thoughts on judgment, different opinion. When we feel so good, and then the thought comes, oh, I wish this can last forever. So we try to hold on what is, trying to preserve it, trying to grab it. Because we have an idea that if this stays forever, I will be happy forever. So we are not anymore into enjoying this. We are into making it forever. So try to notice those moments, catch those moments in which this shift happens, this rising of what should be. You are at the bar and you ask for coffee and you say, can I please have a very warm coffee? And then the barman, it gave you a coffee which is lukewarm. You put it in your mouth and then the sensation, it's lukewarm. And then immediately the image of lukewarm is, you don't like it, you want it hot. And then the action to tell the barman, which is okay, it's normal, or the action to leave the bar, or the action to be, you know, nervous about it. When you are at the train station and the train is late, when you are in the supermarket, queuing, and maybe it's Saturday evening and so many people went out shopping, and so you don't like to be there queuing and you start, you know, nervous about it and say, I should have gone on Wednesday. And so you shift from the sensation of restlessness, of impatience. It should be different. They should have many more workers here in this supermarket, you know. Notice those moments. There are infinite moments we can work on ourselves. See where life, it seems to take a different course, and you have difficulty into following the unexpected. So you need to see your reaction, your next move, how much energy you invest in trying not to have what you're having. Check your mind, see how difficult it is or how easy it is to deeply embrace what's happening. You see, you have a chance to see your narrative, to become aware how your narrative is pushing in or pushing out of the next step. And see if you can perceive, you see, that very soft voice of the silent inside. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.